Hi and welcome for the demonstration of Instisoft. As the name says, it is Institute Management Software, which is my project. So, welcome for the demonstration session of it. So, this is I have used Visual Studio 2010, and the technologies which I used is I have used Visual C# .NET in the front end and ADO.NET and Microsoft SQL Server 2008 is used at the back end. So let us see what is its functionality. So let us run. Basically, this application falls in institutes like NIIT, AppTech, etc. It's designed for the day-to-day activities of such institutes. It is designed for computer institutes for their day-to-day activities. The modules which are designed in this is attendance module, fee management module, which is the critical part of it. So let us see what is its functionality through its functionality. So this is the login screen. We have two types of login. We have an admin login and a user login. So what is the difference between an admin login and a user login? That's a common question which will be answered a bit later. So we have, let us enter in as an admin. We are logging in as an administrator. So this is the main screen of the software. Here is the MDA form, and this is the menu which contains various functionalities, which supports various functionalities. So let us see one by one. Since it is computer institutes, we have admissions going on. So let us see. This is a form which helps in the admission process. So let us make quickly a dummy admission, so that it'll be like a demo. So let us enter some dummy data. The testing for this is done. So phone number can contain only 10 digits. So that is how it is being done. That makes sure that no wrong data is being entered, and the database contains valid data at all the times. So that's the reason why we have this sort of testing done. Always makes sure that valid data is being entered. So now let's quickly make this admission. You can select the qualification, and then you can see here the course fee and the faculty in charge is automatically fetched from the database when we select the course. So, it is 15,000. So as and when we select the course, two fields are automatically filled. So for example, we select software testing. We have three faculties, and the counselor decides whom this student has to be given. For example, we give it to Geeta. So counselor can select his name. The time of admission, they make a initial payment, and that can be entered here, and a max of 4 installment is being supported in all the institutes. So we have made this admission. We have made it for software testing. So here we go. We have a student list option which lists out all the students in the institute. We have almost all the students listed out, and a sorting panel is being given, and there are multiple sorting options. The first one is the students can be sorted according to their courses. For example, if we want to know, we want to sort all the students of software testing, this admission is done just now. So we can sort the students according to the course in which they fall into. Course-wise sorting can be done, and we can see the students who are handled by a particular faculty. For example, Praveen Kamal's students. So a particular faculty's students can be listed out. That's required in few scenarios. So we can make a list of pass-out students. We can have a look at the pass-out students' details, which is always required even if they are pass out of the institute. And then we have a list of dropout students. We have a list of dropout students that can be listed. We have a customize option. I said you that I'll be explaining the difference between admin's login and a user login. So the difference is, as I log off, we can now log in as a user instead of an admin. Let us log in as a user. When we log in as a user, let us log in as a user now. We log in as a user. After logging in as a user, you can see that we don't have the customize option, which was a privilege given to the administrator, and that privilege is given only for the administrator. So that is the difference. Quickly let us see what is this customize option all about by getting in as an admin. So we'll be logging in as an administrator to see what is the difference. So this is the customize option. This privilege is given only for the administrator. That's the reason why we have a welcome administrator. Here the admin can change his password and username. He can just enter and he can just change the username and password by entering the new username and password. So in the same way he can change the user's username and password. And the third option is course manipulation. We can add and delete course. For example, we are adding this RRR course. I've just entered some dummy data just to demonstrate how it works. So we are adding a new course. You can see immediately this course is added at the end. It's added at the end, and we can delete the added course at any cost of time. Now I'll explain you. This course plays an important role. Just now I have added this course. So addition here is being reflected here. So whenever addition is done, it's being reflected in this way. When we select the course fee and the duration which was entered during the creation of the course is being reflected. So here we delete, we can add the course, at the same time we can delete the course at any point of time in this way. So the next option is fee changes. The fee of courses in an institute never remains the same, and that's common for all the institutes. So we can select a course. For example, the course fee for ASP.NET has become 10,000. The current fee is 10,000. So we can change it. You can see immediately it gets changed. So that is reflected again in the admission process. So here we can add the course counselor and we can delete the counselor. That is what has been the privilege which is given here. And then the initial records. These records are entered when the software is being deployed for the first time in some institute. Here we enter the register, the initial admission number in the register which has been followed in an institute, and the initial receipt number, so it is being automatically generated. So next is we have a counselor's book. The counselor's book is a helpful tool for the counselor. He can minimize everything and have the counselor book on the desktop, and as and when he gets a call, he can give a right information to the customer who are calling up. So that is how it helps the counselor. It gives the course informations like the counselor's book gives the informations like the course name, fee, and the course duration. That is what is needed for a caller. So here quickly you can see the fee balance, the fee management. For example, we have a person who has come to pay the fee. His fee balance is 1,000 rupees now. So he has come to pay the fee. The fee payment is of two types, that is cash or check. So if it is a check, we can just enter the check number. It is again tested. The check number can be of only 6 digits. So we can select the bank name too. After selecting the bank name, for example, the course fee now, the course balance is 1,000. By mistake, the counselor enters 10,000. Mistake happens. So even that is being tested, the amount entered is greater than the actual balance, so that the counselor can enter the right thing. Now the current balance is 0. This is how we accept the fee. And the next option is fee balance. The counselor can check the fee balances at any point of time, and he can remind the customers by calling them up, and that is how we increase the business. So that is how the application is being designed. Fee balances is being checked in this way, and the fee payment list. This is a record of the fee collection, that is the fee transaction which is being done in the institute. That is how we, it's been maintained. The check number and the receipt number, which is very important. When someone pays a fee, we give them a receipt. That receipt number is important. If it is a cash, that is cash. If it is check, what is the check number and what is the bank. So this is how we maintain the transaction detail of the fee management. So let us quickly see how is the student attendance maintained. We can select, it is quite simple. We can select the course. All the students belonging to that course are listed. Just select the students who are present and mark present. They are marked successfully present, and that can be checked by another option. Fee check attendance. The students attendance can be checked. It's basically the reason why in institutes they maintain the students details, students admission attendance detail. The reason is there might be some scenario in which a parent walks in and asks whether my student was present, was my son present yesterday. So in that case we can just go to the date and get list. Students who were present on that day will be listed. If the name is not there in this list, obviously the student was absent. That is how we track, and that is how it is. Staff attendance is similar to that of student attendance, and that is similar. So let us see how the result is being managed. In this result, we can just select the course, and all the details, all the students belonging to that course has been, as and when a student completes this course, this thing is being done. We say add result, and the report card gets filled automatically. We have to select a grade. If we don't select, the software tells you please select a grade, and then you can select a grade. Please note this point that this student has a balance of 6,000. By mistake you are trying to add a result, so it prompts you, this student has not cleared the fee of 6,000. Please collect the fee and then add the result. So the result will not be added until and unless the student pays the fee. So at the same time, there might be few scenario where he might be a student with he might be a dropout student who will never turn out. So you can just make him drop out so that the student is dropped out. That's it. Again, if you select software testing, you won't get that student's name. So that is how it is. The result addition is done in that way. We have result list. This is a list of pass out students and dropout students. So no matter whether it is pass out or dropout, it is a result. That is how it is counted. So this is the result list. Best of best. In an institute, the business is always done by making a note of which is the best course and who is the best counselor who bring in business for the institute, and that has to be appreciated, and that's the reason why best of best is there. And then follow-up management is very important. You can just set a follow-up whenever you get, as and when the counselor gets a call, you can enter the name. For example, Harish calls you up and his mail ID is GH. Okay, fine, you don't know his mail ID, make it unknown, and you, of course, you will be knowing his phone number. Just enter his contact number. You can just contact enquiry is positive. You have to set the date on which you have to be remembered. For example, I'll set today's date because I have to show you how it reminds. So it's today's date, and the time now is as you can see, it is 6. I'll set it's 6:56. So I'll set it to 6:57. I'll set it to 6:57, and I'll set this to some 25 because it's coming near. So I'll set it to 8 p.m. So set the reminder. Now I'll show you what it does. When you set a reminder, the reminder is very important, and it's very, very important. We have to call them back. That is how we get the business. So we have to call them back. It reminds you on that proper time. As it reminds you, it will send you a mail. I will show you by getting in here. This is Google. So let me open one more window. Google. I'll go into my Gmail quickly. Here you can see that it has reminded you, and it will send you a mail like this. Like this, it will send you a mail telling, dear counselor, this is to inform you that to remind this so and so person. So please do remind them. This is how it reminds you. That is all for the day. I'll get back to you in the next video of mine. Thank you very much.